I think we are mostly there. I'm just learning to give it 30 seconds to kind of calm down because the audio is typically very choppy and very yucky when it first starts. So we'll listen to a bit of music to start with, and then as it calms down, we can actually talk to each other. Because yes, it is, as we know, the Quick and Dirty Tuesday. Quick and Dirty Tuesday, we're here, woohoo! So I do my hello to the camera top left, and then hello to the camera top right, and then camera bottom right, and I'm going to build the camera in the lower left. Yeah, let's get this camera view going. And there it is. Look. This is it. This is the DJI Osmo Mobile 7P. Yeah, it's restricted in terms of the what do you call it? The rotation. It doesn't do 360 continuous. It only does like 270. Anyway, look, there it is. It's very, I just love the feel of it. It's good. It's got a built-in kind of tripod base there, so you can pop it down like that. And I love the way it turns itself on. You got to lift this out, and then look, it comes to life. And you pop that there. It snaps on the back of the phone, this thing with big rubber feet. This is the iPhone 11 Pro Max, so it's a little bit bigger than normal, but it is older. It snaps on there like magnetically. I love that. Just really super strong magnet. And it's got this adapter, so it's got a light. Let me plug it in so you see what the heck am I talking about. How did it do that? It just started on its own. Like as in it started working to activate itself. That's cool. I didn't even ask it to do that. So then we load up our DJI Mimo app and make it go to camera, and then what do I have to do for this now to get that to talk? I can't remember. Was it the there's something I got to do on this to get it to talk. Was it the NDI? Oh, actually, yeah, I can't use the Mimo app. It's got to be the Road Capture. There we go. And then that talks via a built-in NDI connection to the Roadcaster video. And then if I do the double tap on the orientation, it goes to landscape. So then if I go here, you can see, there it is. There's our view of the monitor. But if I go over there, the view of the camera, so you can see that camera. Oh, and if I go G, you can see, yeah, bottom right, the what do you call it? Canon XA10, which is the camera bottom left that is being looked at from the iPhone. This is very bizarre. Yeah, that's the bottom right view of the DJI Osmo Mobile 7P. Oh, because the thing about this that I really like, I'll show you. If I put this, I normally put it over there on the back, on the fridge over here, facing this way. And then I give it this hand signal, boom, it goes green, and then it follows me. You see that? It follows me around, and it doesn't lose track of me. It's one of the better, oh, sorry about this, got to adjust the old microphone. It's one of the better tracking devices that I've ever owned. It's very smooth. I'm just sucking in my big fat stomach there. Yeah, so it just kind of moves with me, and I like it. Yes, I'll be honest, I like it. The reason I've got it there is because I want it to track me, because I got some new things. Let's have a look. I'm going to open up two of the packages that I got. So sorry, my microphone is going to make a little bit of noise when it kind of shifts position, and I don't want to stick it to me with it tape or anything. What do you think of that? Flicking the old knife. See, look, that's the view I'm talking about. Yeah. So I've got two packages. I'll open up this one first, which is the smaller of the two, and I'll explain why I've got this happening, because I'm pretty sure this one is a... Oh, I almost sliced it open with the knife. Damn, that was lucky. So this is a time code cable. I've decided to invest heavily in time code cables. This is going from a Sony multi-port, which looks like a micro USB. It's not micro USB, it's a Sony multi-port, to I think it's a DRI, a snap connection. See, it does this funny thing. It goes into the Atomos UltraSync 1, and in theory I can get timecode out of that into the multi-port of the Sony, but it doesn't work. Sony needs the Sony cameras, the FX3, FX6, FX9, the A7 III S, I think it is, needs an adapter, a VNC-BMC M1 adapter that Sony sells for $138. Thank you so much. They sell that to then plug this into that adapter to then to timecode. Without it, I cannot get Sony cameras to do timecode, and it's so annoying. So I bought a whole stack of cables so that I can, try and get it to work, because I really want timecode to work. It's very, very useful. Very, very, very useful. Okay, there's a story time. Story time here. So what? I've got this. I'm going to have to show you. There's a couple of things that are happening here. I'm going to turn this off for a sec because I've got to take over. So over here on this camera, where I've got the Canon XF605, which is my favorite camera, 4K 10-bit Canon C-Log, woo, with 4 inputs. I've got 2 XLRs over there, and then another 3.5mm stereo input somewhere over there. Oh, it's 4. See, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 channels. 4 channels. That's great. And it does, I've got ND filters, 4K, and there's different presets here for white balance and ISO settings. Zebras, waveforms, peaking, manual focus, autofocus, auto iris, manual iris, ring zoom or rocker zoom, rocker over there. Audio controls, it's all there. I love it. It's a pro piece of kit. So I've got to make some excellent videos out of this. So what I did was I bought a small rig tripod for the fancy camera. And of course, what's happening is it won't let me expand the legs beyond the limit of this triangular section in the middle. So it's a stability thing, but it restricts on how far out I can spread the legs so that I can get the camera to get from a pretty high position to a lower position. So what I thought I'd do, I thought I'd go and buy, they call it a leg spreader. Leg spreader here from Small Rig. It's a Small Rig device. But of course, the feet down there, they don't work with the feet on this spreader. So I had to go and buy a whole new tripod so that I can do leg spread on that. The problem is, this one has got its own internal leg spreading thing, but it's got adjusting bits you'll see soon. What I'm hoping to do is to open that up, take the leg spreader from the middle section of that, put it on this, so then I can adjust the spread of the legs on this to a degree, and then because that'll have none left, I can then attach that to the base of the legs and make that spread really far, and therefore bring the height of the camera sitting on top of the tripod down, so I can get low-level shots as well as high-level shots. Because I think this goes up to about 1.9 meters. So let's have a look. We're going to unbox it and have a look, see what the frog and toad go is. The frog and toad go. Hang on, let me just make sure this is going to work if I go like that, and then I can see it, kind of get a head view there like that. That's cool. Okay, so now, is that in view? Kind of. Probably too high, isn't it? Let's make it go a little bit lower. So we'll go down there. I don't think it's got me there. How's it? If I get up, drop down. Let's have you like there now. It's not bad. It's not the best, but it's okay. See how it follows me behind the tripod? That's pretty cool. Okay, we're opening this. I got this on a Black Friday sale on Amazon for $480, let's say. I think it's normally around the $700-800 mark. So I feel like I got a deal. But did I? I don't know. Let's check the price after the Black Friday sales. Anyway, there's, oh God. Of course I forgot to freaking put the knife away too soon. Let's get this. I'll cut that over there. Still with me? Oh, it's too high now. I've lost you. Let's go down here. What are we doing? Let's cancel that. Bring that there. Do that. That should then follow us around a bit there. I was moving too fast. Sorry about that. Okay, so look, it's got a black case that I can tell already is pretty good. Put that over there somewhere. Okay, we've got this. So we can pull that over the top and down the bottom. Look at that. There we go. Look at that. Whoop. There she goes. And now, oh my God, why is it? Well, that's odd. Look at that. Oh no, that balances. I was going to say it looks like it's out of balance. Can you see the whole thing? Not really. There it is there like that, out of balance a little bit. Like this handle is like 2/3 of the way across, but it's got the fluid head at the top. Oh, that's the other thing. It's got a fluid head. That's fluid head as well, but it's not adjustable. So apparently a fluid head, when you put a big heavy camera on it, you can adjust the amount of, what's the word? Balance. So if it's off center and you kind of lower it so it's pointing up in the sky, it'll auto correct itself and bring it back to level when you adjust the friction point, I guess, or the tension. So you can kind of adjust the amount or the degree to which the camera self-corrects, self-levels. So if you take your hand off it and it's pointing up at the sky, it'll come down level, or if you go from a high angle going down the ground, it'll self-correct and level itself out again, depending on how heavy the camera is on the fluid head. I've lost my, there we go, we're back again. Is that right? Okay, so let's do a open of this now without dropping everything. I'm not sure you're going to see me there, so we'll do that. I'm just checking on the screen. It's a little bit high, but you get the idea. So there's a plastic insert thing. We've got a big old shoulder strap carry thing. There's instructions and the, oh, that's a nicer arm. That's cool. That's a nicer arm than the one that I've currently got. It's got a rosette there to hook it into. There's instructions and an Allen key. That's always handy. All right, what else is there? That's it. All right, I'm going to put the shoulder strap into that little side pocket that we got all that gear out of, so we don't lose that. I'll put the Allen key and the instructions back in there. Keep the handle out, and do the old American waste all that, you know, throw that away. Same goes for the plastic bag with a tie. Let's go and take that off. Oh yeah. And the other thing that I liked about, there's a couple of things I like about this tripod too. Sorry, that's probably all muffled now. Sorry about that. It's got, oh, look at that locking thing. Cool. Fluid head. It tells me that it's got a single, what do you call it? Release. Oh, look at that. So there's the centerpiece I was talking about. And it's got little screw things up here on the base. Oh, can you see it? I don't know if you can see that. How are we looking? Oh yeah. So there's screw things there, and there. So I undo that. The legs spread out to a degree. Yeah, like that. But it's not going super low. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to attack it with a drill, because I can't undo. Can I undo? I can undo. Oh yeah, that unscrews. I could unscrew from in here, but it's still going to be attached with these. Oh, wait a minute. No, I can unscrew it. All right, so I'm going to unscrew that with a handy Phillips head screwdriver. Let's go and grab that now. Am I still being tracked? Are you still tracking me? You are. There we go. Phillips head screwdriver is just a star screwdriver, so the tip of it there is star. See, not flat, star. Yep. Just for those who may not know. Oh, let's show off a bit too, because I wanted to show you two other things. It's got these feet, so we can either take them off or adjust them. I'm not sure how to do this. There it is. So we can press a lever, take that off, and then it's got spikes on it. So you can spike it into the ground or hook that back in and have rubber pads down the bottom. But the most important part is this, that section fits in to the part that I bought, the ground spreader, so that that means I can actually use the ground spreader properly and hold it in place. So it's going to be nice and secure. All right, so I don't know whether the microphone's really working very well the way I've got it, but I've got to undo these screws. So I'm going to unscrew this and take the whole bottom section away. There's one, and there's two. So I've got one bit gone. Grab this one here. You know what? Let's bring this down. Oh, so you can see this better. How's that? Is that better? Oh my God, it might be worse. Let's do this instead. Take that off. We'll do that and that and see. Oop, see how that goes. What have I got on the screen? All right, so you can kind of see what I'm doing there. I'm trying to undo this screw here. Screw comes out in theory. And put them in the middle. Over there. That's gone. And then the last one. Just over here. So what I'm hoping I can reuse this in the other tripod that I've got. Close those legs. Put these back. So that will go in there. I can see they've used Loctite on the screws. That's a good idea. So it kind of glues the two things together, so it's difficult to get them undone without using a little bit of force with the old screwdriver. So that's good. So I'll use Loctite when I put it on the other one. I'll probably do that tomorrow though, because I want to go to bed soon because it's getting late. And you're probably bored to death already. Let's have a look though. You never know. Let's make sure we get this thing happening here now. All right. So there you go. You can see a bit better what I'm doing. Got screws going in there. So we're doing that. And the idea here is show you the difference between the two. So that's the standard one that came with the tripod, and that's the one I bought, which is obviously a lot bigger. So the idea being I can spread those legs out, get the camera nice and low, yeah, like that, but it'll just flop it down by itself. So that's why we've got this. Let's give it a go. So we're going to plug all this stuff together. So pull that out, snap that one in there, snap this one in here. I don't know if you can see that. Snap him in there. Oh, come on. Oh, there. All right, then loosen these. It operates the same way as this small one. So you got a screw thing that loosens, lets you do that, and then you tighten it, and then it fixes it in place. So it operates the same way, just on a slightly bigger scale. So I've loosened those off. So now I should be able to then get it. Look at that. That is awesome. It's nice and low, and it's stable. Oh, so I'm happier right now with that. I put my screwdriver over there with that. Next to that is the handle with the rosette, so we can do it left or right, because I can put the handle where I want. I'm going to do it right-handed. There's a little rubber thing that goes over the thread, so we'll put that in here. I think it's one of these adjusting ones where you can set it where you want, and then you can pull it out and put that away. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's nice and tight there. Then I can, whoa, how did that happen? Huh. So look at that. It folds out. It folds out to a good distance there. Can you see that? I think I'm showing you right. Yeah. And it's got a, oh, you can tighten it with that. Oh, that's awesome. Or use that, because this, that's tightening it, and then that, I can tighten it really a lot like that, not going anywhere. And then if I wanted to loosen it off and then push that in there, kind of locks it. Kind of. I can feel, yeah. There's a point where it's got a notch in it. Turn that way, it's pretty tight. Turn that way, it notches and then becomes loose, and I can, yeah, I can put that in place there. So it's like a, ooh, I can see it tightening on its own. And then you loosen it, and it goes to a notch, and then I can pull that out. Oh, that's really cool. I like how that works. So you can use one hand. That is great. All right, tightens that way in effect. That's really good. Okay, so now the next thing is the lifting and setting the height of the tripod with single levers. That lever does one leg without having to adjust another lever down the bottom, and you've got one on each leg, so that I can lift all three, and then that's going to lock that one, it'll lock that one, and then lock that one. So I don't have to do top and bottom, it's just got the one lever. Holds it pretty solid, that's good. I'm going to bring this down again so you can see the next thing that I want to test or talk about. So we can lock that in nicely like that. It's got a fluid head, so I can adjust how tight or loose it is to turn. Oh, this is a wheel. Tightening that way means it's harder. Loosening that way means I can move that more freely. That's really good. It's got a sponginess to it. See how it, oh, it autocorrects that way, but it's not really autocorrecting this way. So I think I need to do, no, where is it? Might be this one. Difficult to say. Anyway, I thought it was going to do a bit more of a thing. And then there's a way to lock the plate in and loosen it with this knob here. So it's loose right now. And then to get it out, you've got to press a button on the back and it comes out. And there's standard button, and then there's a RS2, RS3. So standard is where I'll leave it. And that means you can slide it in. I'll probably go from the side down, and then it kind of locks in. You can hear it lock like that. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to put that on the base of the camera. It's also got a way of adjusting the head so that it's level. There's a spirit level bubble at the top here as well. Don't know if you can see it from there. You won't see it at all. But there's a spirit level there. The other one's got a spirit level too, but it's a little bit inaccurate, so this one's hopefully going to be more accurate. And you can tighten that, so if it's not on level ground, you can kind of level that out. So I hope that microphone's okay. So I'm going to kind of put it where I think level is, which is, I think, there. So then you can tighten it, lock it in place, and then when you turn that, the bubble should stay in the center wherever you move this around. So that's very good. So far, I think this is a really good system. If I loosen that completely off and I make that completely loose and minus, then it should move really freely, which it does. And there's a bit of sponginess to it. See how it kind of self-centers, but not that way. That's weird. It does self-center that way, but not this way. I'll have to look into that and see why. Now it kind of sponges back. Might have been too tight. Anyway, that's very exciting. So it's doing everything that I was hoping. I really wanted one that I could get nice and low on. The tripod I'm talking about, nice and low. And it's got a pretty good carry bag and it's very sturdy. So overall, right now, oh, that's a very bad view. Let's just change this angle a little bit. Right now, that is really, really cool. I'm very happy with the way that that's operating, or that's looking. So that's the new purchase. So what I'm going to do is swap. I put that camera. Did I lose you? Nope. I'm going to put that camera, the 605, onto that tripod, and then we'll grab this one, the XA10, my old faithful, and put that onto the old tripod. But I'm going to add this. We're going to add this spreader to the inside here, because I think it's about the same size. Yeah, it's slightly smaller, but because these legs are adjustable and I've got screws, I can make that go out almost another, how far could we say? That will go out another, ooh, I reckon maybe 5 centimeters further out. So it's going to get me a little bit lower than what I can currently go. So that would make it maybe just this high. Still a lot higher than that one, but that's probably as low as I want to go, in all honesty, because that's going to be like, camera will be up here. It'd be like thigh height between the knee and the hip. That's excellent. I'm very happy with that. That's really good. So it was $110 for that ground spreader, and then 400 and what did I say, 480? I don't think it was that much actually. think it was more like 430 or something for the tripod with the fluid head. So fluid head with a nice base plate and an adjusting system for auto balance with a very nice handle. This handle is fixed and it's not adjustable at all. It's just one length, whereas that one can be shortened so you can make it fit in tighter places. Yeah, and I really like the feel of that fluid head. So we can get nice and low. If I want to go really high, I can show you what that might look like. So what we do there, kind of bring the legs in, and then just lift this up. Goes. Is that max height? I think that's max height there. So that's oh, in fact, it'll go higher if I bring the legs in, of course. So that's pretty high. Like, yeah, it's well over my head. Wow. So it goes at a very high. It goes quite high, let's say. Yeah, that's great. Like, I'm never going to get, unless I was on a stool or something, you want to get something from a very high angle down. That is really cool. All right, I'm very happy. And especially with the one lever to adjust the entire leg, and it's not dropping, it's not falling at all. That's awesome. And even though we're missing that center brace now, it's still, it'll shake a little, but it's not going to be that bad. Like, that's actually really good. So then that means I can use, yeah, I can get some really good angles and have a nice stable shot with 2 cameras on 2 tripods. Beautiful. And minimal stuffing around, basically. That's great. Okay, so that's the tripod situation. Now, let me go over here. Because there's always news to tell. There's always things that are going on. So I've just returned from a shoot, in fact, down in, where were we? Kangaroo Valley, Albion Park, Mount Kira, and where was the other place we were at? We were in, well, in Mount Kira, what we did was we found a cliff face to do a shoot from, where we're pretending that we had an actor who was rock climbing and being instructed by a professional rock climber. So yeah, I can't talk too much about what the movie's about, but it was really good to go through. I think we had 4 or 5 different locations for the shoot, and yeah, we did. It took 3 days to actually make the movie and get all the shots that we wanted. So that was super good fun. I've got to be honest, I'm missing the crew already. Like, I really, I don't know, you have so much fun working with people on a project that you do get attached to the personalities. Yeah, so when it's time to say goodbye, it's kind of a bittersweet thing, because you're so tired, because they're often 12-hour days, if not more. Most of the days we were working there, we were doing 12 hours for the 3 days. And so you know, by the time I get home, it's like 10:30, I'm in bed, because I've got to unpack everything, get everything ready for the next day's shoot. So I've got to charge all the batteries on all things. So I've got to plug things in and make sure that in the morning we've got a full charge, ready to go system. So it means, yeah, getting home after an hour's drive from down south. It's not a bad drive, it's actually really good. I love that, very scenic. And then unpack the car, get everything in the right position for charging, have a shower, go to bed, and then I've got to get up like at 5 a.m, spend an hour driving to be able to be on set at the start time, pretty early in the morning. And then unpack all the gear, get it all set up, talk to the team members about getting time code coordinated and worked out on different camera systems, and get everyone mic'd up, check all the levels, get all the batteries set up, get the notes done. There's a lot to do. So, and then it's constantly on the go, like all through the day. There's always something that you got to do or think of or adjust. And so, yeah, it's just full on. It's not like a normal work day where you have a morning break or a lunch break and then an afternoon. You might have lunch, but you won't have morning tea and afternoon tea. There's just breakfast organised yourself somehow, lunch provided, which is great. And then after the shoot, you've got to work out dinner. So we finish the shoots typically around 7:30, and then you've got to pack up. So you're leaving at about 7:30, 8 o'clock. And then get home and unpack and get dinner and go to bed and have showers and whatever. Yeah, so it's pretty full on, but you know, on the surface it sounds like it'd just be really horrible, but in practice it is really good fun. Like, you're working with people who are dedicated, trying their best, kind of self-imposed pressure if you like, but all working together as a team. And yeah, it's really hard to describe how what the feeling of camaraderie is. It's just really, really tight. It's good, love it, and you feel like you're working together on something which is, you know, potentially reaching lots of people if it's marketed correctly, and you know, people are enjoying what you're trying to make. So yeah, so I can't talk too much about it, but I've got a lot of behind the scenes video, which I'm hoping I can put a little kind of story together and share with you after the movie has been released. So I've got to make sure I get permission to do that. So until then, yeah, we just have to make do with my recollections of it and my chatting about it. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to go and work on a movie set, I would strongly recommend it. I would highly recommend it. Doing anything like a runner, they call a runner just doing odd jobs. So you go and retrieve a lens, or you retrieve a flag or a floppy or a camera bit or a sound bit or a clapping board, a slate, whatever, or a pen, or it could be really, you know, things that you don't really associate with movie making, but all kinds of stuff goes on in making a movie. So even from continuity, that's a pretty important component of making the movie, where you're making sure everything in the background hasn't been moved. So if the door was open when I started the video and suddenly closes in the next scene, you're wondering to yourself, how did that door close? And it distracts you from the story. So the continuity is, the door was open when we started, it's got to stay open until someone walks over and closes it. Otherwise, people in the audience will be wondering, how did the door get open and closed on its own like that? Something's wrong. The story is not making sense. I'm removed from the story. So it's an important component, and they need someone to do that. So you've got to have a higher attention to detail and take photos, so you can kind of go back and verify, yeah, for sure, that definitely needs to be placed in this order, or the door closed, whatever it might be. Yeah, a whole lot of different things. Even organising lunches, someone's got to organise lunch, you know. So you don't have to be a film person as such. Yeah. So if you get a chance, I would, yeah, like I said, I would strongly recommend it. So much fun. I'm just checking to make sure that there's no one wanting to chat and I'm ignoring them. I can't see anything in there, but last time I was here, there were a couple of people that, I think last time anyway, a couple of people that came in and wanted to have a chat, and I totally ignored it because I didn't see anything there. So if I go live chat, I can't see anything in live chat. And if I go top chat, I can't see anything in top chat either. Guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines. Nice. So no, there's no massages. That's fine. I'm going to go to bed because it is wow, 5 minutes past 11. We've been going for 39 minutes, almost 40 minutes. But that I'm so excited to get that small rig tripod, as you can tell. That is so cool. I really like it. Don't know. I'm going to compare tomorrow, see how tall the other one is. But I'll have to take off the other brace and put the new one on, and that'll make that pretty functional as well. But that's super functional right now, that tripod. That is so cool. It's not as solid as the tripods that I'm working with the pro people, but it's going to have to do because I really can't afford to spend thousands of dollars on a tripod. Some of the tripods, my goodness, you want to see honestly how much a tripod is. Get a load of this. Like, this is shocking, man, it's shocking. I got to tell you. Let's go Manfrotto tripod, and instead of just tripod, we'll go cinema camera tripod. Oh man, now it's making a liar of me. Look how much that's actually good prices. Damn, they even sell it at Bunnings. Oh my gosh. I thought they'd be thousands of dollars. Some of them are literally, like, you can spend $10,000 on some of them. See this one. Manfrotto 528XB Tripod Video Pro Heavy Duty. 1,700. That's still cheap. That's a particular brand though, so Manfrotto. But if I just go cinema camera tripod, I honestly thought Manfrotto was going to be much more expensive, but it's not. So it knows my budget and it's giving me prices that I could actually afford. Damn. There are... Maybe things have changed suddenly, but I remember tripods being thousands of dollars and I just could not justify thousands of dollars. But look at that. They're down at under $500, most of these. Small Rig, Alanzi, but they are the no-name type brands. I mean, Small Rig's not no-name, but it's not the bee's knees. Cinema camera tripods. Wow, it's made a liar of me. I can't believe it. Maybe I haven't been looking for tripods that extensively. But this one here, the Schack Ace XL Mark II, $1,400. When you look at what's on board that and compare it, it's got a fluid head. I think it's going to be... that's interesting. Still, I mean, you know, 1,400 versus 400. It's $1,000 cheaper, my one. So, yeah. Anyway, gives you an idea. These little tiny ones are not worth it. Yeah, but those prices are actually quite good now. Wow. Okay, well, there you go. So now's the time to buy tripods, because they were like a few years ago. I remember looking at them, and they were a lot more than that. Let me tell you, they were a lot more than that. Okay. Well, on that note, let's see. So I just finished my Signub shift as well, so that's why it's a later quick and dirty Tuesday, and it's not even quick and dirty as per usual. Damn it. I just noticed that my lava lamp is not lavering. Why is that? Hang on, I want to check that. You're probably not interested. Oh, it is lavering. It's just got so hot that it's stuck in the one spot. Okay, that's cool. Okay, all right. Well, what else is there to tell you? There's nothing else really to say. The only thing is the guitar in the background. Oh yes, I've ordered 2 switches, double pole, double throw. I'm going to fix up the humbuckers so that, can I show you that way? So when you punch in and you look over there, that red guitar, see it's got a humbucker which is white above that black rectangular piece in the middle, and there's a humbucker below the black rectangular piece. There's 2 humbuckers on that. I want to be able to have the humbuckers out of phase when I'm going to get 2 switches, I think. I could get by with one switch. One switch will do basically normal, both humbuckers in phase with full double coils. And then I want to flick in the center position where it's going to be 2 humbuckers, both coils, one out of phase with the other. And then the third position, hoping I can get the third position out of it, may not be able to. If I can get the third position, then I want to make both the humbuckers single coil in phase, so that I can emulate a bit of the sound of a Stratocaster on the Stratocaster body. Whew. So I'm waiting for the switches to come in. They should come in, I think they said the 12th of December or something via Amazon. So it's like $10 for these 2 switches. And I think it's on, off, on for the switch, the 3 positions. But I might be able to configure the off center to actually be the out of phase. If not, then I'll have the off as just being normal in phase humbuckers center, and then the out of phase would be the top on, and then single coils the on down the bottom, because I'm going to position it so it goes on, off, on. Yeah, that'll be interesting. So I'll show you how I wire that up and what I do with that. Other than that, no more news. No more news. That's it. I think we're done. Yep, I think we're done. So I'll say goodnight because I'm super tired. I still need more sleep. That was so much fun though, I got to tell you. When the release date comes out with the movie and so forth that we worked on, I'll let you all know, so you can, you have to go down to Illawarra somewhere, because it's I think it's the Screen Illawarra who funded the making of the movie, so they're going to be showcasing that. Yep, done. Okay, on that note, I shall say a goodbye, and we shall see you all soon. Take care, everybody. Goodbye over there. Goodbye over there. Goodbye over there. And goodbye over there. See ya. I'm going to applause myself out again. See you guys. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. Bye.